Hello everyone, very good evening to all of you, and this particular session has been particularly designed for the major updates that have happened in the NEET PG segment of 2026. Hi, I'm Dr. Sanchit Bajpai, ENT faculty of PW Merit. अब ये कहते हैं ना, intelligence is the key to adapt to new situations. That's what Stephen Hawking told. Or what can be a better adaptation given by the NBE on Doctor's Day as a gift to NEET PG candidates and aspirants कि अब there are major shifts and changes which have been seen in the pattern. बहुत सारे नए rules and regulations आए हैं, बहुत सारी चीजें have been changed and there is a new pattern of examination that they have implemented in the coming NEET PG exams. But again, the major important thing is that you don't need to be scared. The examination is an examination जो आपने पढ़ा है वही आएगा, but you need to know about what are the major patterns that now will come and especially the time constraints in which you will work around in order to get more marks. तो ये पैटर्न शिफ्ट सबके लिए है, ये कुछ नया नहीं होगा कि आपका पूरा पेपर बदल जाएगा, but the only way to conduct it has changed. There are certain dates, there are certain things that you need to remember before you go for your NEET PG. So let's see what are the major updates that have happened over in this segment. Okay, fine. Chaliye. Now, what exactly are these major changes? Let's see one by one. Registration window has opened today. July 1 is the one where you have started the registration, and this is the point of time where you will be asking after 5 बजे के बाद से आपको सारी चीजें पढ़नी है. You need to check that what exactly is the important criteria, आपको क्या क्या भरना है, and you, is the audio not coming? Check. Is the audio coming? I believe I've checked it from my side. Is the audio coming? I think it's coming. I think it's there. Audio is there. Right. Anyways, I believe the audio is there. Can you just confirm me the audio once from the audience? Is there only one person who cannot hear, or is everybody not hearing? Can you just confirm me, somebody from the audience, can you confirm me the audio? Okay, fine. I think the audio is clear. Fine. Okay. Let us move forward. Today is the opening. Doctor's Day पे आपकी registration index open हो चुकी है. July 1 is the one which you need to remember. The registration have started from 5 p.m. You need to check on the guidelines very well क्योंकि ये guidelines अब बहुत strict हो चुकी हैं. I'm going to go into the guidelines one by one. Now, your window closes for the registration strictly on July 21 at 11:55. So, you need to be very careful. July 21 के पहले आपके submissions of applications हो जाने चाहिए. That is extremely important. August 30th is a single shift exam. Now, there are not multiple shifts. Same way, single shift exam hoga. There's not going to be different papers for different people. Single shift exam, it will be conducted on August 30th, and they have told that September 30th tak you will get your results as well. So within a month, your NEET PG results will be declared on or before 30th of September. So this will be the result declaration, and this will be the time where you will get your results. You will have in hand कि कौन से कॉलेज में आपको जाना है, और आप निकल चुके हैं NEET PG and you are through. Okay, fine. चलिए. Now what we are going to see is see, I've taken it from the credible source, हमने PDF लिया है, and this is a credible source of document which has been released by the National Medical Board, and this shows the important dates. Now, important to know here is that you will get to know the information of the test city on 11th. You will get to know about the examination admit cards that will be issued on 27th of August. So 27th of August has been given as the date for issue of admit cards also. Okay, and obviously the examination date has been fixed to 30th, and you will get your results on or before 30th of September. So these are the major dates that you should remember. But iske pehle, what are the things, what are the editing criteria? We are going to go one by one into them. But these are the 4 major things. Don't forget, aapko sara registration before 21st July properly fill up khatam karna hoga. Okay, now I'm going to go one by one into what you need to do. So this is the major change what they have come up over in the NEET PG exam. There were 200 questions previously. Now they have reduced the questions to 180. Now this does not matter. Absolutely does not matter. Subjects are the same. The only percentage weightage of the subjects will be changed. Now remember one thing. What they have told is that in 180 questions where there is no set guideline in what subject they will be giving how many questions. They don't have any, percentage of number of questions will be asked in this subject more and this subject less. ये applicable है to all the subjects. There could be one minor subject which is asked more. There could be a major subject which can be asked less. So it does not matter. Your MBBS curriculum is going to be covered within these 180 questions. That has to be known. Drop of questions to 180. Now what we have seen recently, आपके video based MCQs were added over in your FMG exams. 40 to 50 questions were added. So could be that you might get video based questions in coming up NEET PG also. Now don't bother about it, don't worry. Image को हम अगर चला देंगे तो वो वीडियो बन जाता है. So it does not matter. Your theory, if it is strong, your answers of video based questions are also going to be right. Because अगर वीडियो दिखा रहे, they are giving you an additional knowledge about something. They are showing you something that might strike you. So don't get bothered or scared about कि वीडियो आने वाले हैं या अगर कुछ image based कुछ important अगर हमें बाहर से कुछ दे दिया तो कुछ हो जाएगा. If you are strong in your preparation, these questions are not going to bother you at all. Don't look at how many question change has happened. Look at कि आपको 180 attempt कर रहे हैं in 3.5 hours. So obviously the time window is still the same of 3.5 hours, right? And in this time window you need to just attempt 180 questions. That is your time. That is your limit. आपको इसमें सारी knowledge लगा डालनी है. Don't bother about कि ये क्या पूछेंगे, कितना पूछेंगे. These variables confuse you. These variables are not in your hand. Neither we can predict nor you can predict. But we can work towards that definitely. Now, interestingly, what they have given is very important time bound section. Yahan pe we need to be careful. Now they have divided those 180 questions into 5 groups. That is A to E. And there are 36 odd questions per group. Yani A में 36 होंगे, B में 36 होंगे, C, D, E and so on. So A to E sections बना दिए गए हैं where there are 36 questions each in each segment. And you will be given 42 minutes per session. For A session 42, for B session 42 minutes, for C, D and E. Now that completes your 180 questions which will be framed within 3.5 hours. Now important, जो भी ये 36 questions है per group, that you need to cover within 42 minutes of time only. यानी कि if your A section you are doing 36 questions of A section, you cannot go into B. You cannot go into C. You are just seeing those 36 questions of A. And in those 36 questions, you need to attempt the A section within 42 minutes only. Once the session has ended, you cannot go back to the session. If A khatam ho gaya and you go to B, you cannot come back to A to correct the answers of A या आपको कुछ याद आ गया और आपने. So basically you have just 42 minutes. तो इसमें मैं आपको ये कहूंगा, don't look at 180 questions as a total. आप इन sections को 36 each करके देखो. That this is my 42 minutes of time to attempt these 36 questions. I have to put all my knowledge in these 36. Then go to B, then go to C, then go to D and then go to E. Now there is no set differentiation that A में basic science पूछी जाएगी, B में कुछ और पूछा जाएगा, C में कुछ allied subjects पूछे जाएंगे. All your MBBS curriculum can be mixed bag in any of these sections. That also they have told. It will cover your whole MBBS curriculum. So what we need to know, that each group has got 42 minutes. Each group has got 36 questions and you will not be revisiting the previous sections. Once you have finished one section, then only after 42 minutes, automatically your section will get switched to B. Automatically after 42 minutes, you will go to C. So this is what exactly they have added. These are time bound sections and you need to be very, very careful among this. Now, very importantly, आप लोग एक question मुझसे ये पूछेंगे कि let's say हम करते करते we forgot about some things and we marked a question. Let's say we marked question number 3 and 42 जो हमारा पूरा टाइम जोन है और 42 मिनट्स और हमने उसमें सारे 36 क्वेश्चंस कर लिए एंड आफ्टर 42 मिनट हम सेक्शन बी में चले गए. नाउ व्हाट विल हैपन टू दैट मार्क्ड क्वेश्चन? नाउ दे हैव डन दिस समथिंग व्हिच इज वेरी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग. इफ यू हैव मार्क्ड द क्वेश्चन, even if you have not attempted that question, that marked question will be taken as an attempted response. Doesn't matter. Even if you have marked it, not marked it, that means if you have put that mark on it, attempt, not attempt, doesn't care. Mark means what? That you have attempted it. So if you have marked the question, be very careful in marking. Don't just mark the questions and don't attempt them, or rather, if you are attempting, जब mark करके ऐसे attempt करके छोड़ मत देना. Mark only on those questions which you really feel you can revisit back. If you have got a time constraint, don't mark those questions which you don't feel confident about or which you think they वो हमें नहीं आते. right? So any marked question which has to be given, which will be evaluated, even if it is marked or unmarked, आपने सही करा है, गलत किया है, and हर सही response पे आपको 4 मिलेगा, हर गलत response पे -1 will get deducted. So all marked questions will be evaluated as an attempted response. That also has been added over, where 4 marks have been given for obviously right. This is the same rule. 1 mark deduction for wrong. No, 0 will be given for any unattempted question, but a marked question will carry an attempted response. अगर marked question आपका तुक्के में सही हो गया, तो definitely you will get 4 marks. If it is wrong, then it will be deducted -1. Okay? चलिए. Now we come to the next one. Now comes the city allotment rules. Now this time they have taken out the first come first serve basis rules, right? Initially हमारे पास होता था that तुरंत index खुलेगी, we will straight away go for the registration of things. But now they have clearly told that there is no first come first serve basis for any kind of allotment of center in any particular city, right? The registration window is open up till the 21st of July. उसके बीच में definitely if you get a chance of your own city, well and good. नहीं तो हो सकता है you might have to travel in some distant center. Now important is that your mandatory first choice of center that you are putting, they have written it in the rules that it should be matching to the Aadhaar state that you live in. ऐसा नहीं है if you are a resident of West Bengal, you are putting up Uttar Pradesh as your first center allotment. You cannot do that. Your Aadhaar identity and Aadhaar address is very, very crucial here. जो भी आप city में reside करते हैं, your test state must be the state you reside in. That would be your mandatory first choice of allotment. Then you can go to the second and third choices and you can fill up accordingly. Another important point is that the final allocation of your center will be done by a randomized sequence which will be computerized. So we don't know कि आपका center कहां पड़ेगा. So yes, you should be ready to travel as well. You should be ready कि आपको हो सकता है tickets कराने पड़े. You might have to go to a new city to give your exam. You might not get this time because this first come first serve preference has been ruled out. So this is what exactly I have taken it out from what the NAT board has said, and this is what exactly has happened compared to the previous time. This is a change that has happened. Not a very good change, I would say, but yes, definitely they have done this. Now, this is about the examination, that when you reach your examination center, the examination center will open up at 7 a.m. The entry to the examination center will strictly close at 8:30. We saw a lot of NEET UG candidates getting trapped and not giving the exam. Yes, strict hai. Now nobody is allowed after 8:30 a.m. Now you will be given a grant access to your candidate login in for 15 minutes at 8:45 a.m. Now after you log in, you will get a 10 minutes time to read the instructions. Please go through the instructions this time. हर बार हम इसे skip कर देते हैं, but this time read the instructions in your paper. There might be certain instructions which are new to you. If you don't understand, please ask the person in the center that please help them out. Okay, so 8:50 is the one where you read instructions 10 minutes after your exam starts. 9 to 12:30 will be roughly your examination time. 12:30 आप आजाद हैं and your NEET PG cycle finishes. ठीक है, so this is how exactly the allocation of time has been given. Now, very importantly, this time they have pressurized over the Aadhaar policies. Please make sure your Aadhaar is updated as well as your Aadhaar biometric is unlocked, because there is something called as a no correction rule for Aadhaar. You will have to take your government official Aadhaar ID to the test center with your application. At the same time, ये जो Aadhaar है, this has to be even given over and added over in your documents when you are giving your registration का जब आप काम कर रहे होंगे, you have to add your Aadhaar. If they find your Aadhaar is not appropriate or correct, then definitely you will not be able to sit in the exam. So there is a no correction rule for Aadhaar. This Aadhaar based authentication has been made mandatory. And your name, your age, your state, your date of birth, everything should be correctly given on your Aadhaar card. If there is any change, please go ahead, make those changes and go to the Aadhaar office and correct them. Because this is the one document where they have given a crucial warning that once you have submitted your registration portal Aadhaar details to the in your credentials over till your registration day, you will not be able to change your name, you will not be able to change your city, your state as well as your Aadhaar number. So whatever you're doing in registration, अगर कुछ भी गलत हो जाए, not your personal details, because Aadhaar cannot be again changed over once you submit your details. That is a very crucial warning, and that is something where you should be very careful about, and you have to carry your original Aadhaar ID to the test center as well. Okay, fine. Now let us go forward. Now there are certain verification and scrutiny tabs that they have added over in this particular document. What are these edit windows? I told you that once you are done with your registration till 21st of July, so 21st of July is the one which is your dead end for registration. Registration payment is done until 21st July. But obviously there will be certain people who have some changes to make. जिन्होंने सही नहीं भरा, there are some problems. But make sure one thing you cannot go wrong is this. Nationality, Aadhaar, test, state preference, name, correspondent address, mobile number and email ID. This cannot be changed after 21st July. This strictly has to be till 21st. इसके बाद कुछ भी हुआ, you will not be able to allow to give the exam if your information is wrong among these important criteria. The only thing other than this can be changed between an edit window which they have given till 25th to 28th of July. That means 21st तक हमने सारा application भर दिया. We made the payment. Now after 25th to 28th, we can modify the documents we have put in. We can make any kind of, if there is a payment failure या कुछ भी हमारे payment में extra payment करना है, extra payment in the sense that you are a reserve category candidate, maybe you made a general category payment, you have to get an extra payment later. All those things can be changed later on, but the only thing that will not be changed is your personal preference state and your personal credentials. These are extremely important. ये आपके सही होने चाहिए. इसके अलावा इन 3 दिन please be sure, check your emails regularly. You might get that you need to modify something between 25 to 28. Now they will take your signature, they will take your photo ID, and they will take your thumb impressions, and they will cross check. If they find that your signature, your photo, as well as if there is anything wrong with your thumb impressions, then they will open another window which is called as a selective edit window. Now this selective edit window will be from 31st July to 10th of August. This is only for the purposes of your personal things like a photo, signature. If whatever photo you have given, it's not proper. Signature you have given, it's not proper. Thumb impression you have given is not proper. अगर वो blurry लगे, they will email you. They have mentioned that they will email you, and this once they have informed you through the email or on the candidate login dashboard. So you need to check your dashboard as well. If they tell you that your image is blurry or your signature is not good, you need to re-upload that between this selective edit timing of 31st of July till 10th of August. ये एक selective edit है. इसके बीच में हमें ये important चीजें edit करके वापस डालनी है. Please keep checking your dashboards, emails, national board, you might not get. So let's be realistic, but 100% डैशबोर्ड पे आपके जो भी अपडेट्स होंगे वो आ जाएंगी. That this document is not proper. Again, put this photo. Again, put up this signature. You have to be very careful. You need to keep checking, and you need to keep a little bit of scrutiny towards whatever you are giving. Extremely crucial. Exam देने के लिए ये सब important है. Before preparing for the exam is more important than giving the exam. Now, test day proof, you need to take a colored printout, not black and white, of your admit card and your original government photo ID as declared. So they will ask you properly the Aadhaar card. You need to take your original Aadhaar ID. Don't take it over on your phone. Very, very specifically telling you. Phone पे Aadhaar दिखा देंगे सब सही हो. नहीं. You need to have your original Aadhaar in your pocket, which you are carrying over there. It's a government official ID. At the same time, a colored printout of your admit card. And you need to check on your test centers well before you are going. देखना address, don't get late, see how much time will it take, keep at least a 1 hour time loop, there might be traffic, reach on time. So this is what they have given, and इसमें रंगीन is being highlighted, that means they need a color photocopy. Please don't take anything else except for a colored admit card. Okay, fine? Okay. Now we are coming to the next one. That internship, what they have declared as of a cutoff milestone, internship cutoff milestone will be 30th of September 2026. Any particular person that will complete their internship on or before 30th of September is eligible to give NEET PG 2026. Any person who's completing after September 30th, then definitely they will not get a chance to give NEET PG. Please make sure the eligibility is being checked and you are completing your internship before 30th of September. Now, candidates must complete 12-month rotatory internship. ये important है. Failing to meet the cutoff on this will debar them for qualification for 2026 to 2027 session. And that is what exactly I told you, that ये हमें check करनी है date. That is something that you need to be very, very careful about. Okay, fine. चलिए. Qualifying percentage, अगर हम देखें, what is the criteria that has been given, that has not been changed, that is almost the same. So this is the qualifying criteria for the exam. might drop later, but the general category is around 50th percentile threshold. Then comes the unreserved, physically handicapped, that is around 45th percentile, and the reserve category is 40th percentile. So this is about the qualifying percentile that you require as in order to clear the exam, and definitely most of you will clear and will come out with flying colors onto the other side. So this is it about the major detail changes. Again, this is a crisp way in which we can define कि नीट पीजी में कुछ चेंजेस आई हैं, पर वो चेंजेस आपके लिए आपको बस इतना याद रखना है कि 5 ग्रुप हैं, 36 क्वेश्चंस हैं इन ईच ग्रुप, 42 मिनट्स इन ईच ग्रुप, टेक ईच ग्रुप सेपरेटली, डोंट गेट पैनिकी एट दिस स्टेज. अभी जाके फोमो में ये मत सोचने लगना कि व्हाट शुड वी डू, क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा, ये सब. दिस इज मैंडेटरी फॉर एवरीवन, दिस इज एवरीवन, so this umbrella is for everyone. So if this umbrella is for everyone, what to get scared about? The only thing is smart strategy, smart reading. इस टाइम पे think about what they can ask, think about कि अगर 180 हो गए तो definitely what should I focus on, right? So NEET PG का एक पैटर्न है, एक ट्रेंड है. Obviously on MEDED also we have been teaching you about the trends, about the patterns. We get into marathons, we get into the last time TNDs, PYQs. We keep telling you about those things, but the only thing is that you need to trust your preparation at this particular point. Don't go haywire कि कुछ इतने बड़े changes आ गया, मेरा क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा. This is the point of time where you need to relax down, stop panicking. Knowing is better than knowing late. तो अभी आपने knowing early is much better कि आपको पता चल गया अब 2 महीने पहले आपको क्या करना है. So obviously your strategy towards that will change. You will change and definitely आपके पास 2 महीने, 2 महीना are enough to crack any particular exam in this country. So giving you this final goodbye and all the very best. Definitely waiting for seeing you on to the other side. These are from my side the major updates that have happened in the NEET PG 2026.